This was the Buratino Nursery School. This was a school for little kids, preschool. This was also my position back in February. When I was here before, this was a frontline position. That wall right there, that was a ukrops position. There was artillery spotters, snipers. I caught a sniper one night with the thermal imager. He was about 70 yards over there. He was sneaking up, but he wasn't sneaky enough. I caught him. You know what that means, right? But this was a very, very hot position. The ukrops used to shell this position when we'd be here on a 3-hour tour of guard duty. We would get like 20 rounds. I mean, you can see this house behind us. It's totally blown down. We would sit here on this corner and watch. You can see the control tower right through here, through the trees, what's left of it. That control tower used to be about 20 meters taller before we cut it down. And we used to sit here and watch in the daytime, nighttime with the thermal imager. Well, those thermal imagers are lifesavers here, and we have some, but we don't have nearly as many as we need. And then when the artillery would start coming down, and they knew, the ukrops knew when we changed guard, and that's when they would shoot, when there'd be 4 of us here instead of just 2. And they would shoot, bam, 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 heavy artillery. And then they would stop. And you think they stopped, but about 5 minutes later, they'd send in another volley. Just trying to kill us. That's okay, we paid them back. When the artillery would hit, we'd sit in this little room right here. And listen to the artillery land 20, 25 meters away. Heavy artillery, 120, 152. We used to just sit here and there's no place to run. All you can do is hope you don't get a direct hit. I said a lot of prayers sitting on this bed right here. My friend Pulver was here too. We sat here listening to our bombs come down. But we weren't scared. He certainly wasn't scared. Maybe I was a little bit scared, but he said to me one time, he said, you know, if we get hit, 1 minute later, I will open my eyes again and I will see a beautiful garden and I will be in paradise. Which, you know what they say in Islam, you know, if you die in a war and you're fighting on the right side, you go to paradise. I'm not afraid to die. I've had a good life. I don't want to die. I try and keep from dying as best I can, but I've had a good life. If I have to give my life to defend Donbass, I will. Because we need to rebuild this school, we need to get the Nazis out of this country, we need to bring little kids back in here. I'll show you the rest of the school here. Alfonso was here too, gave some Spanish lessons to Russian speakers. This was the kitchen. This is where they would fix the food for the little kids. There was some photographs here before. Let's see. It's been a while since I've been here. Let's see. This was a nursery school. Little kids slept in these beds. Seen some bullets come through this window, both ways. There's a playground out there. There's a lot of unexploded ordnance. It needs to be cleared before little kids can come back here again. This is the room where little kids would take their naps. And this was the classroom here. That's from a tank. This is what the Nazis do to schools and homes and churches. It's going to take a lot of money, a lot of help to rebuild this place. But we're going to do it. And you can help. Send some love to the kids here in Donbass. They need it. So this is the Buratino, it means Pinocchio in Russian. It's the Buratino Nursery School. Little kids used to play in that playground before it was a battlefield. It needs to be rebuilt. This whole neighborhood needs to be rebuilt. Every house is destroyed here. We're going to do it. We're going to defend this land, even though the Ukrainians are attacking it again right here today. We're going to win, and we're going to rebuild this country, but we need your help. Contact the Humanitarian Aid Novorossия Han Battalion. Contact me, Russell Bentley, on Facebook. Start your own organization. But let's help the people of Donbass. These are good people. They're not just defending themselves against fascism, they're defending the world against fascism. They deserve our support and help. You don't have to join the army, but if you want to, you can. But if you don't, you got to do something. People are responsible for the crimes of their government. This is the American government did this. God damn it. Давай. Los vamos.
To the side, to the other side, to the other side.
Los vamos.